What's up, guys, and welcome back to episode 10. Episode 10 of the Manchester United Train Mode. How I've made episode 10, I'll never know. Uh, Again, apologies for the last episode and the debacle that happened with not being able to show the Wolves game and not being able to show the league table at the end, just because of how far ahead I was with playing and recording. It didn't really help. But anyway, that's not the point of why we're here. We're here to see the screen. As you can see from the screen, we finished second in the group because of that quick 7 to Bayern, which led to our first defeat of the season. And probably a bit daft in doing that, but hey ho, that's how things go. We do at least still qualify for the group. PSV put a good fight of it as well. Conceded a lot of goals there, I noticed. But as you can see in the next round, we do have Real Madrid. We've gave ourselves a tricky tie. But honestly, I feel Inter Milan would have been equally tricky. That's who Bayern have got. That's who we could have got as well. So I don't think either. Obviously, I think if you choose between Inter and Real Madrid, I think you'd took Inter Milan. But I mean, look at the rest of the ties: Napoli, PSG, Villarreal, Man City have got Villarreal. Like, they've got the easier tie, I think, of that set of four. Liverpool, Sevilla, Leverkusen, Juventus. Dinamo Zagreb made it through to play Spurs. I mean, we've seen what happened in the Euros last season. The Zagreb can beat Spurs and Atlanta, Barcelona. Shatai, I see, I feel it comes up a lot in FIFA and in real life, which is really, really good. But anywho, got ourselves a wee bit of a youth intake. Again, the youth players, not too great. I'm not seeing anybody that's like jumping out. Of course, we've brought through some youth players like say Matteo Moreno and Owen Atkinson, who I think will be eventually big players. At least we've got one for each, one really good Spaniard and one really good Englishman. I don't know who will be scouting next year. I'd like to change up the countries, so take England out of it, take Spain out of it, at least for one season for next season. If we do next season, maybe we'll move to somewhere else. As we have a little look at the players that are still currently sitting in the youth squad. We never know. I'd like to do a couple of seasons. I don't know if maybe we'll sim a season, full season, come back like maybe like 5 years in and see how the youth players will develop, sort of thing. So we'll look at the calendar for today's episode. Today's episode, quite plain and simple. We finish off February and we've got that very, very big home tie against Real Madrid after 2 games against the London sides of West Ham and Fulham. And we'll end off with a game against Burnley. So, should be easy enough, but Real Madrid will probably be the tough game. And we do get some offers, and finally we start seeing offers from Marcus Rashford. Finally. We've also the injury to Anzebe, which is sitting up the top. I mean, I'm too concentrating on getting rid of Rashford. Anzebe out for 2 months now, dislocated shoulder, injuries starting to pile up. Deshaun Bernard, 6 months left in his contract, 2 million off from Betis. I was questioning that, and questioning it. We get an offer for Barca for him as well. I was like, nah, not going to happen. I was trying to think, young Englishman going to Spain. I ended up accepting it. It's a weird one. I tried to keep the transfers obviously realistic, but I thought, you know what, we'll accept this. And who came in for Marcus Rashford? Finally, Barcelona, the team that I expected to finally come in for him. Political club, political person, and finally we have got an offer for him and he will be sold to Barcelona. Happy days. Now get into the game against West Ham, and as I like to say, win those headers, you will get a great chance to score. And what happens? We do end up with a great chance to score, and Danny Ings just tucks it away very, very easily. Seriously, win those headers. Win those headers from the goal kicks. Always win your headers, and you will get an amazing chance to score. And Danny Ings does bury the goal. For his 7th, I think that's his 7th for the season. West Ham, you know, like, interesting side. Like, they put a wee bit of a fight, but we obviously after that goal we didn't really get a real chance to break them down. We did eventually finally manage. Bruno Fernandes just leaving the defenders in a rut and finding a goal to smash in for 2-0. His 24th goal of the season. We're in February. He had 8 goals off the Premier League record. Can he do it? Leave a comment if you think Bruno Fernandes will break the Premier League goal scoring record this season for us. West Ham do finally get an attempt back in though. We do have it saved, and that allows us to immediately start the counter attack. And this is quite a good wee goal actually, now that I remember what I'm talking about. You'll enjoy this. Danny Ings gets that ball at fans, flips a lovely ball to Tellez, and just watch carefully. Do you see that? Let's watch that again. This is a cross, by the way. He's hit the cross that hard, the goalie is just palmed into the corner. Best part is Tellez does get that goal. Like, he doesn't go his own goal, goes down like Tellez' goal, and that makes it 3-0. Lucky goal, but you know what? Sometimes you need a wee bit of luck every now and again. And Declan Rice against his old side. Beautiful crack. Beautiful shot. Lovely shot. Can he beat it? Can I beat it with a shot like that, can you? Has no right, absolutely no right to go in. But he ends up scoring, and we do beat West Ham 4-0 at Old Trafford. And it's good to come. I mean, having that off the back of the 4-3 defeat to Southampton, you know, big win. And we go away to Fulham now, hoping to like capitalise even more on that. I wasn't really sure who Fulham had really signed. Like, I was looking at the team like Opoku, and I'm like, is that a Fulham player? Could be Keita Baldi. Also immediately stood out to me as definitely been a signing. But they didn't really see me at Brian Dale in. I was really feeling that, you know what, this is a game I can score goals in again. As we just put 4 by West Ham, I was coming at this game thinking, if I'm not putting 4 by Fulham, something's wrong. Danny Ings holds the ball up well, can't really decide what to do with, defenders don't track him down. Nice we 1-2 with Declan Rice, and 22 minutes in we make it 1-0 to Manchester United. Danny Ings, 8th goal of the season. I think Danny Ings did a great pick-up for us. Absolute great pick-up. There's Max Adams, there we go, there's Danny Ings again. Don't know if that ball was really meant for Ings. I think it was meant for the cutback for Greenwood to run into, but Ings gets a snapshot away. 2-0 at a half hour, and you know, I was feeling comfortable in this game, and that's what you're wanting. But as I was saying, I feel Danny Ings was definitely a really, really good signing as Neves wins the ball here. Always defend my best. Yeah, if I can finally get it out because the goals are coming thick and fast as Bruno Fernandes somehow gets this goal. I think having Ings, almost like the total polar opposite to Cavani, has really, really helped. We've had somebody that's a bit more small, agile, whereas we've been using Cavani for the power and height. So yeah, definitely feel Ings has been a good addition. Alex Tellez though has however also proved that he is an excellent player for our left winger. It's a lovely little free kick, just over the wall. Honestly, a terrible free kick if you really think about it. It's not in the top corner, he's just went boop, and there we go. And there's Galbraith having a wee cheer with him as well. 4-0 up. I got my 4 goals quite early. Fulham just not really at the races, and exactly how you want it, really. Like, however, I would think I was getting a bit too cocky trying to play that ball there, thinking that we could get any ball past Fulham. Because it was looking like that. Like, it was like, you know, if we can do whatever we want to do, we will go do and score. Luke Shaw does make a hash of that against Reed, and Mitrovic suddenly somehow finds a space to get this ball through to Keita Baldi. And Fulham get a goal back, and that was a bit of a sore one. Feel like we should have kept the hat trick here, but you know, did they deserve it? Not at all. Did we deserve to make sure we won by 4 goals? Absolutely. Daniel James doing Daniel James things, meaning pace and cross, and there was Mason Greenwood, who we pushed into the striker position, and he just absolutely leathers, and only his 3rd goal of the season in the Premier League. I felt that was a bit quite surprising considering he's like quite a main man. We do win 5-1 at least, and that's all that matters. That's another 3 points in the bag on this Premier League title charge, and we move into the Champions League first leg against Real Madrid. I wanted to show the Real Madrid lineup, even though it's not the correct game. We'd normally wait for their home game, just see if they'd signed anybody. And other than Ciro Immobile, they hadn't really signed anyone. And I think the more surprising thing was, I get Benzema as a centre forward, but I wouldn't play the false 9 with Benzema. I just don't feel he's that sort of player. Play the false 9 with Bruno Fernandes in the middle. Absolutely. And speaking of Bruno Fernandes, 25 minutes in, he makes it 1-0 to Manchester United. I felt that we had just had the players, and we could definitely take advantage of their formation. I just feel they're, well, like so they want to play wide, that's fine. I feel I've got wing backs that can deal with them. Harry Maguire did try his best to give them a goal, and if it wasn't for Jan Oblak, we would have. But I felt we definitely had the formation to deal with the false 9 4-4-3. As Bruno, I think it was Ruben Neves should have made it 2-0 to us there. But yeah, so like I never really felt in trouble with Real Madrid in this game. There was a few times they did break down, but I always felt that Max Aarons would be there to help cover. Vinicius Junior maybe should have scored for Real Madrid there, and when we finally get the chance, we're known for breaking on the counter attack, and that's exactly what we do. Just keeping Daniel James on side. He's got so much pace. No one's catching him. Just leathers it into the near side of the goal. 2-0 that we'll be taking to the Santiago Bernabeu. And you know what? I mean, we'll take that. Like, we don't get many. Like, that's a big win. Like, to go 2-0, take it back to Spain. They've not got their away goal. That's given us full advantage for the next leg. As we go into the final. Is this the final tie? Or? Put a pin on this being the final tie. I think I may have changed something, but I don't think we have. But anyway, we're playing against Burnley. Still get a lot of players try to play, and Danny Ings nearly makes it 1-0 in the 10th minute with a diving header. Somehow misses that. Bruno Fernandes, though, looks to try and make space and smashes it off the post. And of course, you know, with us all in the attack, it was starting to feel like one of these games was, I'm going to be all in the attack and they're going to score first, was how I was feeling. However, Daniel James does get through, just taps it back to Bruno Fernandes. There was Bruno's 26th goal of the season. Now he's 6 off the all-time Premier League record, and well, it was game on. Then in the 45th minute, referee gives a penalty. It's questionable. I think we need a bit of VAR. As I see here, looks like it came off his head to me. Let's have a little VAR decision here. Have a little look. I mean, it definitely hit his hand. However, it's more to me that he definitely headed the ball. The hand is in a awkward position. I don't feel his hand really, though. He headed onto his own hand. I think that's more accidental. Benefit of the doubt, I'm thinking VR, no penalty here. And that is the decision, no penalty to Manchester United. And free kicks given away at Burnley, and the first half ends 1-0. Now, you try and make it fair, like. If I was right in the second half, though, somehow we don't make it 2-0 inside the first few minutes. And Burnley do begin to start getting their way back into the game, just a tad, but we make sure they don't get the chance to score. Well, Bruno Fernandes unleashes Danny Ings, who just rifles it into the top corner. 2-0 Manchester United, and should be game, set, and match. Burnley haven't really caused us any issues, and by then coming into the game, really it was just been they were holding the ball a bit more. So very comfortable. And however, Jay Rodriguez here makes an absolute mockery of Jan Oblak and Harry Maguire with this chip. Absolutely savage with that one. And not too long after that, Burnley do get a chance to equalise. Rodriguez again with a snapshot, as they did really come in there coming towards the end, but the game does end up finishing 2-1 to Manchester United. And with 10 games to go and we look at the league table, us and Liverpool are so even, it's unreal. Same goal difference, same points, same wins, same draws, same losses, you name it, it's the same. Even when you look, and goals, we've conceded 11 more goals, but we've scored 11 more than them as well. The fact that we're top after 20 games on goals scored is a bit of a shocker. But it's nice though, we're 10 points clear of Chelsea, so it does look to be a two-horse race at this point in time. Spurs further back, Man City, Arsenal, all of them really have fallen by the wayside, just hoping to catch a glimmer of Champions League football or European football. As we come to the bottom of the league table, we can see like Fulham are in 11th place, so we hammered them. We beat Burnley, they're 12th. Bottom three: Crystal Palace, Brentford, Norwich. I think Brentford and Norwich are definitely relegated. I don't see them making the comeback. We'll see who else goes down with them. Have a guess. I feel that Bournemouth down are the teams that are in trouble. They'd be the teams I'd say that are in trouble of the relegation. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's at least nothing really bad happened like the last episode, anyway. But if you have enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.